Hello everyone, welcome to Offset 24/7. My name is Niharika Valia Bhatnagar and I'm with you with the era of ABFM. Acha, till now we are done with all the modules, all the module chapters of module A, including chapter number 1 to 6. That means we are done with the basics. Then we followed by the next topic that was related to the area of planning, then organizing, then staffing, directing, and then controlling. What are we going to do today? We're going to do the mix of all these topics together. So let's continue and start with our class today. Acha everyone, along with this, a very important update, our sale has begun. That means at this point of time, you are getting 80% discount on all our courses, be it our Mahapacks, be it our regular courses. So if you want to enroll in it, then hurry up. Do it as early as possible because the time is ticking away and it is super important that we start studying right away. There should not be any point where you are delaying it any further. ठीक है ना? Because the most important thing is to clear the examination in the June itself. Why to delay it further? Because this is our examination and our struggles, and we should end it as early as possible. So enroll yourself as before the particular preparation takes that particular edge, so that you are free before the examination begins, and you are done with your test series, revision batches, and all those things in time. So, what are we going to do today? We're just going to revise. What is it that we'll be revising today, everyone? The things that we are going to revise today includes the area of uh, all the 6 chapters, basics, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. What is the most important area among the chapters? Somehow, let me give you a brief. All the theories, plus any specific models, any specific processes. Don't miss it out. These things are definitely going to be there. First set of questions can be from these. Second, on the basis of advantages, disadvantages. Don't try to learn these things as it is. You will not get it. You will get confused by the end which particular advantage or disadvantage relates to which area. So do the area of significance. The best point is do the features of it. There would be at least 2 to 3 questions on these, and some important terminology based questions will also be there. Terminology based questions which can be up to 3 to 4 from the entire module. Okay, these kind of questions are also expected. These kind of questions are definitely expected more. Overall, 25 marks would be there from this particular module. Then B module, then C. Overall, we have 4 modules and 25 marks each would be there for sure. You know, 25, 25, 25, and 25. So what can happen is the number of questions can be a little less. It can be 22 here and then 28 here. This can also happen. So this variable is definitely there, that it can be like this. So in this case, what you need to do is there are certain set of questions which are definitely asked in the examination. Why not follow these? For example, in the examination this time, they had questioned about organizational manual. There was a question on process of staffing. There was a question on Maslow's need hierarchy theory. This is a very important theory. It was already expected that they would ask about this. Maslow's need hierarchy. Then I think I had seen some questions regarding the staffing advantages and controlling. We had controlling advantages, disadvantages, and all those things covered here. So these are the different set of questions which I strongly believe can be asked. That's why I said there are certain things which you should definitely cater when it comes to this examination. So you should be clear about this. So please click a picture of it, note it down somewhere that these things you just cannot skip at all. है ना? Simple thing that we can just take care of, and we can actually value our studies in a proper way. Because if we are studying, then why not study in the best way possible? Done, everyone? Okay, here comes the first question. What is the correct order of Maslow's need hierarchy theory in terms of the most basic to the highest level? Maslow's need hierarchy theory, which personally is not practical is the hierarchical nature. We do not move like this, that this is step number one, this is step number two, this is step number three, this is step number four. So it actually happens in this way. Okay? So basically, what are we doing? Physiological, safety, social, esteem, self-actualization. Safety, physiological, social esteem, the social, then esteem, then self-actualization, physiological, social, safety, esteem, and then self-actualization. And last is physiological, safety, esteem, social, and self-actualization. Take a moment and let me know the answer. What would be the answer, everyone? सबसे पहले the most important thing for these people is what? The most important and the most simple thing is that physiological needs are super important. What do you mean by physiological? Physiological means roti, kapda, makan, food, shelter, clothing. Those things are so important for any business. That what are we getting in terms of this? So basically, not only for business, for humans, physiological needs are the first and most important. Then the second is I wish that particular food, shelter, clothing that I'm getting, it stays on my head. That means you're looking forward towards safety. Then once you have got your place, you want to socialize with your neighbors. Then you want to increase your self-esteem. Among the people whom you are staying with, you want to improve yourself further. You want to stand in front of them. That is esteem needs. And the last is self-actualization. What do you mean by self actualization? Self actualization is once you have received all these things, these are struggles of basic life. You want to know what exactly you are meant for. That is self actualization. A very strong message comes out of it that we have to decide what is that particular thing that we see in our future. Right. Then this is the answer is A. This is the Maslow's need hierarchy theory. Again, a very important theory. Other than this, Douglas McGregor's, then Herzberg's theory. These are a few very important theories. Along with this, I think in the examination they had also asked questions from organizing, which was based on Mackenzie's 7S. So this was also there in the examination. So I can give you a brief of whatever was there in the examination this time so that you actually understand what are they putting, what is the ideology of the examiner who's giving the examination, right? Which of the following needs, according to Maslow, involves a desire of friendship, belonging, and then is social activities. Self-actualization. This is the top level. The person has achieved everything and now he sees what else in life is still left. Safety needs is your basic needs. Social needs is when you want to gather among people and you want to sit there among them. You want to talk to them because you relate yourself to them. And esteem is the people whom you are sitting with. You say that I want to be above them. That's the feeling that you are carrying. So in this case, the correct answer is the social needs, everyone. Then is what is the underlying assumption of theory X regarding the human nature in the workplace? People inherently enjoy work. People prefer to be directed, wish to avoid responsibility, and have little ambition. Then we have individuals are creative and seek autonomy. Employees are self motivated and self disciplined. Theory X and Theory Y. One of the best things to learn Theory X and Theory Y is Theory X is like a cross, everything has a no. And Theory Y has everything just like yes. Why yes? Right? So the positivity lies in the people in Theory Y because these people are already in love with work. They don't have a problem, they don't question working. These people are actually good, and these people are basically negative towards working. They are running away from the work. So they are basically people prefer to be directed. They just want to use their brain. They wish to avoid responsibility and have little ambition. These kind of people actually exist in the market, but the problem is these kind of people cannot survive in the market for longer. The one who doesn't have ambition to grow further, what will they do in life? hardcore reality. Then, what type of planning is undertaken to deal with unexpected events that may disrupt normal operations? Strategic planning, tactical, operational, contingency. The planning which is undertaken to deal with unexpected events. Unexpected events. For example, catastrophes happen. Recently, Japan faced a particular earthquake in the very beginning of the year. There is a contingency plan, disasters plan. When you see that there's something, you don't know what's going to happen. What is the scale of operations? How much it can affect the organization? All those things are covered here. So it's the contingency planning, right? Then comes which planning horizon typically covers a period of 1 to 3 years and involves middle level managers. Strategic planning, then is tactical planning, operational planning, and contingency planning. Which planning horizon typically covers a period of 1 to 3 years, involves mid level managers? Basic question, everyone. It involves middle level. These people are there just for the execution, which is already thought by the top level strategists. In this case, what's going to be the answer? Then the answer is tactical planning. Strategies are built by the top level, and based upon those strategies, they develop tactics. Which of the following is a key element of directing function? Delegating authority, preparing financial statements, conducting market research, or setting strategic goals. Which of the following is a key element? Directing plays a very important role. Without directing, how can people actually learn to work? Right? I don't know how to work. Someone has to tell me, someone has to guide me, someone has to stand by me and tell me it's absolutely fine if I'm failing. Motivation. Someone has to supervise me. So, supervision, motivation, then leadership and communication, all these things stand with directing function. So, when we talk about directing function, it's about delegating the authority. Why delegating authority? If you are a senior and you give me the decision making part, I understand what the pros and cons are because now I am responsible for whatever I'm doing. And I'll be under an immense pressure that I have to perform because now you are not taking the call. I am taking the call. And if I am taking the call, I have to be absolutely correct in my work so that you don't face a problem. Genuine problem? Now, next point. What is the significance of effective communication in directing process? Reducing employee morale, increasing conflicts, enhancing coordination and understanding, and decreasing productivity. What would be the answer, everyone? What is the significance of effective communication? Effective communication means two-way process. First of all, I am initiating the process of talking, and then someone is getting the feedback as well that according to me, this should not happen, this should happen. XYZ things coming up, that is effective communication. In terms of effective communication, how do we come up? It is enhancing coordination and understanding. That's the correct answer. Okay. Then, what does the principle of scalar chain emphasize in delegation? Unity of command, span of control, hierarchical structure, and employee empowerment. Scalar chain is what? I hope you remember, everyone. Scalar chain has two level of authorities. This is a chain level authority. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. Now this is A. Now this particular person is handling these set of people and the set of people as well. Now whenever C wants to contact with Q, they have to tell B first and then A needs to know, A will tell B and then ultimately the information will reach Q. That's how it reaches. But when we talk about C and B in terms of emergency, they need to talk to each other right away. Otherwise, the company will be under great losses. So in this case, what are they doing? They are performing and making a gang blank. Okay. In this case, what's going to happen? It is unity of command. Unity of command means one particular subordinate should have one particular senior. One subordinate should be headed by one senior. When one senior is working, that's how we actually learn a lot in terms of working, because the person will not have any confusion regarding their work, because they will know na, what they need to do and what they don't need to do, because only one person is telling them, guiding them, directing them, this is what you need to do and this is what you need to avoid. There's a clarity now. That clarity is required. Then what is the role of clear communication ineffective delegation. When we have clear communication increases confusion, it will never increase confusion, rather it will decrease it. Enhancing understanding and preventing misunderstandings, that sounds better. Then decreasing accountability, no, rather if you have listened to it, you are totally answerable for it. That you listened to the entire order, you knew what it exactly was. How could you leave that? है ना? And everyone, now comes the next point. The role, in this case, it is enhancing. The point of enhancing is there, na? Done. So this was an easier question though. This could have been made a little difficult by putting a few confusing options. So in this case, it is enhancing the understanding and preventing the misunderstanding, because misunderstandings normally create a situation where communication is badly hampered. Okay. Next point. Which of the following is a potential barrier to successful delegation? Lack of trust in subordinates, clear communication, empowerment of employees, shared responsibilities. Now comes the potential barrier to successful delegation. When we talk about potential barrier to successful delegation, in terms of this working, what's happening there? Uh, Successful delegation is sharing the power from the top level to the lower level, because that's how, when you, in terms of na delegation and decentralization, these are two different words. Delegation is basically giving the power and sharing your work with your subordinate, so that that particular subordinate is absolutely clear how to work. While in terms of the delegation, decentralization, you share the power to the lowest level and everybody's all said, this is what I'm going to do. So in this case, what's going to happen? You are going to have lack of trust in subordinates if you do not delegate it. Because what you'll think is, ki, if I tell this particular subordinate how to work, maybe he can take over my place. And that's how you just don't let them grow. But you need to have successful succession planning as well. What if you decide to leave this organization one day abruptly? Then who's going to take over your position? Organization can create a particular clause ki, theek hai na, till the time we don't find an alternative to you, you cannot leave. You will have to train the so and so person. Only then we'll allow you to leave. That's a successful barrier. In this case, your barrier just created a trouble for you. So it is always better to train a few subordinates which are absolutely working as per your requirements. They will help you to work in a faster way as well. Which of the following is a limitation of controlling function? It enhances coordination, it increases employee morale, it may be costly to implement, and it reduces the need for planning. Limitation of controlling function. Limitation of controlling function is basically what? Whenever we talk about controlling, controlling has only a few problems. It is very expensive and it is very painstaking. Why, if we decide to put up CCTV cameras to find out there is no variation, it's not an easy thing. It's just not. It may be very costly to implement. That's one of the reasons that we should not take it up. ठीक है ना? It may be costly to implement. And what is the purpose of control chart in statistical control? Such kind of questions can be asked in the examination. For example, this was covered in the area of examples of control. So then such kind of questions when asked in the examination, you should be prepared, because they are now asking questions from read between the lines. How much ready we are over these things is super duper important. To complicate the process, control process, or are we doing this to create ambiguity, to display variations in the process over time, or to avoid corrections? It is basically something which simplifies the process. It is basically done to find the variations. We just are trying to find the variations, not correct at this point of time. We are just trying to find. So that's it for the day, everyone. I hope this session was useful for you. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then hurry up, do it as early as possible. I'm sorry. From tomorrow onwards, I'll be starting with my module B. So stay tuned and we'll do it together. Now, before I proceed further, as I told you, our sale is here. So let me show you where to go. Go to our website, that is www.adda247.com, so that you can actually utilize this offer. I'm sorry. It is. Go on to our website, that is www.adda247.com. I hope it's visible. Go on to the area of JIB and CIB, and this is where you will find the entire area. So at this point of time, the sale is begun. Open up the CIB Mahapack, use the code Y541, and you will get 79% discount if you are using the website www.247.com. While if you are using the app, then boom, you get a better offer. You get a better offer that is up to 80% discount. So that means this particular Mahapack of CIIB, which includes everything, 6 months validity is there, where you get test series, where you get ebooks, where you get recorded classes, where you will get the live classes for the entire 6 months. Along with this includes the revision batches, numerical batches, MCQ batches, whatever we are coming up, everything opened up for you, and the price for it would be 6823.95. So please go ahead and enroll yourself at this point of time, as 80% discount is here. And if you want to take up the individual classes, those are also available. What you can do is go on to the area of the website. Here you will find it. In this area you will get this particular area of JIB and CIB. Go on to the area of CIB June 2024 and then open it up. Then we have it here. Shapat and Nishchay batches of CIB are here, and our batches, Sankalp CIB batch is also here. This is our batch, that is Scholars CIB June 24. This is basically English medium, only the 4 subjects. If you take Mahapack, it also includes the topic of the optional subjects as well. All the 5 subjects are covered there, so it is more beneficial. See, the entire pack is available for 5039. But personally, I feel that if you spend another 1000 only, na, so technically around 1800 rupees more to pay, and then you will get the numerical batches, optional classes, or the MCQ batches, revision batches, whatever batches we are coming up in the entire test series, by just paying 1800 more. So it is way better that you look forward towards that particular batch, which is more beneficial towards the preparation. So go ahead and hurry up and enroll as early as possible, as the sale has officially begun. So the time is ticking away. Buy it at the lowest price.